morning. My name is Laurie Couch, and it is my privilege to serve as Salisbury University's Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs. It's a pleasure to welcome you to the commencement exercise celebrating the 99th anniversary of the university. Will the audience please rise for the singing of the national anthem? Our flag is here in the center of the arena. Thank you, and please be seated. Since 1925, 10 presidents have led the university, beginning with Dr. William J. Holloway, who oversaw the development of a new state normal school in one of the state's most rural areas, our Eastern Shore. It is now my pleasure to introduce Salisbury University's 10th president, Dr. Carolyn Ringer-Lepre. She will preside over today's ceremony.
Thank you, Provost Couch. I would like to officially welcome Salisbury University's class of 2024 and the friends and family who are gathered here with us today. At this time, I have the great privilege of introducing our stage party. So will our on-stage guests please rise when introduced and remain standing? And the audience, if you would please hold your applause until all members of the stage party have been introduced. We would appreciate it. Mr. Andy Smerick, representing the University System of Maryland Board of Regents. Dr. Laurie Couch, Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs. Ms. Alexandria Barton, our student speaker. Mr. Jason Curtin, Vice President of Advancement. Mr. Austin Whitehead, President of the Salisbury University Alumni Association. Dr. Andrew Martino, Dean of the Clark Honors College. Dr. Martin Paraboom, Dean of the Fulton School of Liberal Arts. Dr. Michael Scott, Dean of the Henson School of Science and Technology and Interim Dean of the College of Health and Human Services. Dr. Christy Weir, Dean of the Purdue School of Business. Dr. Lori Henry, Dean of the Seidel School of Education. Dr. Clifton Griffin, Dean of Graduate Studies and Research. Mr. Zebediah Hall, Vice President of Inclusion, Access, and Belonging. Ms. Aurora Edenhart-Pepe, Vice President of Administration and Finance. Dr. Dane Faust, Vice President of Student Affairs. Ms. Karen Trieber, General Counsel. Ms. Martha Zimmerman, Interim Dean of Libraries and Instructional Resources. Dr. Brian Stiegler, Assistant Provost for International Education. Dr. Melissa Granger, Associate Vice President of Academic Affairs and Student Success. Mr. Martin Hunter, Registrar. Dr. Memo Derricker carried the Salisbury University mace this morning. And bearing the Salisbury University flag today are Ms. Olivia Ingrao, Student Government Association President, and Ms. Abigail Isaacson, Graduate Student Council President. And our interpreters today are Jonathan Blackman and Suzanne Morissette. Thank you. Seated in front of the graduates today are members of our outstanding faculty. At the core of the SU experience are the relationships between faculty and their students. Our faculty are incredibly dedicated to the education, development, and mentorship of our students. Would all faculty present please stand and let us recognize you. Thank you. You may be seated. And to all the parents, families, and friends who have joined us here, we are truly delighted that you were able to celebrate with us. We appreciate all that you have done to support, love, and nurture our graduates along this journey and to make this day possible. So I now invite the degree candidates to join me in recognizing all those who have helped you get to this day. So graduates, would you please stand, find your loved ones in the crowd, and give them the ovation that they so richly deserve. I would now like to take a quick moment to recognize the elected officials and members of our foundation board. There are several of them with us today. Thank you all for being here with us and for your long-standing support of Salisbury University. Today is a momentous occasion in the life of these graduates, their families, and the life of our institution. It is one of my favorite times of the year because the air is just palpable with a sense of hope, optimism, and great, great joy. As I stand here, I am always in awe of what each of our graduates has done to be able to get to this stage, to be able to walk across it and celebrate their accomplishments, knowing that they have achieved something that only about 40% of the population has achieved. College degree. And this is something to be incredibly, incredibly proud of. I know that many of you here today may be the first in your families to reach this milestone. And so I would like to take a moment, if you are a first-generation college student, would you please stand for a moment and let us recognize you for this achievement? A special congratulations to each and every one of you. Each day, I am amazed at the drive, dedication, motivation, and inspiration of our students, especially those of you who have overcome obstacles and barriers in your journey to get to this point. The resilience that you have found within yourself will serve you well in your future professions and as you serve others. In a few minutes, each of you will be granted your degree, and you will leave here as Salisbury University alumni. And as you enter into your respective professions, and by the virtue of your advanced degree and the responsibilities and privileges that you have earned, your coworkers and colleagues will have high expectations of your performance and preparedness. Rest assured, I am confident that you will live up to their expectations and beyond, because you have developed the fortitude, the knowledge, the skills, and the perspectives that will make each of you leaders in your chosen fields. A true professional is one who is ready to tackle the next challenge or to help solve the world's next problem. And one of the world's greatest leaders, Winston Churchill, once said, "Success is not final and failure is not fatal. It's the courage to carry on that counts." And by being here today, each of you has already shown the courage and the strength needed for success. You will be the trusted colleague and leader who understands that life's tests and even conflicts are all opportunities for growth and progress. So I encourage you to go forward and honor your degree, your institution, your family, your friends, and most of all, honor who you are and the intellectual responsibilities that you now possess. So as you commence today, I offer these last few words for you. I hope that you are all wise in this world as you move forward. I hope that you offer a helping hand to others and provide advice based on what you have learned. I hope that you use your new knowledge to bring about respectful and important changes in our world. I hope you remain enthusiastic about your new learned wisdom and yet temper it with grace and forethought. And I hope that you will continue to demonstrate your resolve and courage in facing future challenges, and that you will carry on and assume your place in a society where I know you will all make a difference. So once again, congratulations, graduates. Now, it is my distinct pleasure at this time to introduce Mr. Andy Smerick, representing the University System of Maryland Board of Regents. Welcome, Regent Smerick.
Good morning, everyone, and congratulations from the University System of Maryland and the Board of Regents. Let me first express my deepest appreciation to President LaPree, her leadership team, and the outstanding faculty and staff here at Salisbury. Your collective vision, your wisdom, leadership, hard work, you are the reason why SU continues to thrive as an institution of educational excellence, and we all appreciate your work. I'm also honored to recognize Alexandria Barton, who today will both be graduating summa cum laude with her BA in History and providing remarks. It's fitting that today's ceremony, which celebrates the achievements of all graduates, we're going to have the opportunity to hear from this terrific speaker. I look forward to your remarks. Most importantly, I just want to emphasize that it's an honor to be here and recognize each and every one of you. You are the graduating class. Your hard work, your perseverance, your sacrifice, it pays off today. So congratulations. And I also want to acknowledge your friends and family. They take pride in what you have accomplished because they've given as well. They are here to share in your sacrifice, and they want to share in your success as well. So congratulations to them today as well. In so many ways, Salisbury is representing what is best about public higher education across America, and today you become an important part of that legacy, so congratulations. So once again, let me just say thank you to all of you, and you deserve all of our well-deserved congratulations, and very best in the years to come. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Regent Smerick, for being here with us today. It is now my pleasure to introduce our selected student commencement speaker, Alexandria Barton. As Regent Smerick just said, Alexandria is graduating today summa cum laude with a Bachelor of Arts in History. Originally from Sanford, Florida, Alexandria plans to one day be a museum curator after obtaining a master's degree in visual arts and curatorial practice, which she plans to start next fall. So please join me in welcoming our student commencement speaker, Alexandria Barton.
Thank you, President LaPree. Thank you, Provost Couch, esteemed faculty and staff, honored guests, proud families, supportive friends, and most importantly, this exceptional graduating class of 2024. And it is with great pleasure that I welcome students, families, and faculty to Salisbury University's Fall 2024 commencement ceremony. This incredible graduating class represents a myriad of unique skills, talents, and abilities, and above all else, the tenacity and creativity necessary to use them. I am honored to serve as a representative of this accomplished class, and I'm incredibly fortunate that I could experience these last few years with all of you, or at least on the days when I could find a parking spot. As I stand before you all today, I am reminded of a quote from my favorite book, Freedom by Jonathan Franzen, which reads, "This wasn't the person he thought he was or would have chosen to be if he'd been free to choose, but there was something comforting and liberating about being an actual, definite someone rather than a collection of contradictory potential someones." Before finding a home at Salisbury, I was my own collection of contradictory potential someones. I survived a global health crisis, moved 1,000 miles away from home, attended 2 community colleges, then took a year off of school to work full-time and support myself. At that time, I was convinced that maybe I wasn't good enough to return to school, or that my experiences were too different from my peers. When I regained the confidence to pick up where I left off in my undergraduate education and began my first semester at Salisbury, I realized just how unfounded my fears had been. The limitations I put upon myself and my preconceptions of what a college student had to be were completely inaccurate. Instead, I found that I had the opportunity to take myself and my ambition seriously. Of course, this isn't to say that self-doubt never plagued me from time to time, but with the mentorship of so many of our incredible faculty members, I found the inspiration to achieve more and to be more than I ever thought possible, regardless of what the anxiety in the back of my mind told me. As I take a moment to reflect on those who have made my time at Salisbury so invaluable, I encourage all of you to also think of the educators who have had a meaningful impact on your own lives. This semester, I applied for a Fulbright fellowship to France under the guidance of Dr. Walton, who motivated me to reach my full potential. At the same time, I pursued publication of my history capstone research paper with the encouragement of Dr. Kutlowski, who challenged me to constantly refine my writing. At the NAB Center for Delmarva History and Culture, where I have worked over the past year, Dr. Long and the wonderful staff have helped me develop both the personal and professional skills necessary for my future as a curator. At the end of the day, my time at Salisbury has taught me a simple, crucial truth. Education is not a competition, nor is it a popularity contest. Through education, our adversities and differences are not constraints. Rather, they are the catalyst of our innovation and our ingenuity. Education is the stepping stone through which we wade through the waters of self-doubt into fully realized human beings. All of us here today possess the capabilities necessary to not just live, but to excel in our living, today, tomorrow, and in all our future endeavors. And the whole Salisbury community, its faculty, staff, and students, have made every effort, offered every resource, and have shown unwavering support to ensure this. So, for all of you who have ever believed you weren't good enough to make it here today, today is for you, and for the school which has proven you wrong. Today, we reap the rewards of our collective efforts to become an actual, definite someone, regardless of the potential someones we were along the way. And with that, congratulations, Salisbury University, class of 2024. The world is waiting for you. Go forth and do great things.
Thank you, Alexandria. In just a few minutes, we will award diplomas. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Andrew Martino, Dean of Salisbury University's Clark Honors College, to recognize our honors graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Couch. Students in the Clark Honors College come from all 4 endowed schools and the College of Health and Human Services. They represent athletes on nearly all of our varsity and club teams, and they perform campus plays, musicals, musical ensembles, as well as serve as leaders in student organizations across campus. Undergraduate students graduating with university honors from the Clark Honors College have completed at least 21 hours of coursework in the Clark Honors College, as well as a major research project or a senior thesis. They are also required to maintain a minimum grade point average of at least 3.3. Fewer than 2% of each year's graduating class earns this distinction. Those students graduating with university honors wear a bronze medallion presented to them by the Clark Honors College to signify this achievement. With those students graduating with university honors from the Clark Honors College, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. Next, I have the great privilege of presenting students who have achieved high grade point averages and are awarded Latin honors from Salisbury University. Candidates with grade point averages of 3.9 and higher earn top Latin award of summa cum laude and wear a maroon and gold honor cord. With those candidates for summa cum laude here today, please stand and be recognized and remain standing. Candidates with grade point averages of 3.7 to 3.89 earn the award of magna cum laude and wear a maroon and white honor cord. With those candidates here today, please stand and be recognized and remain standing. Candidates with grade point averages of 3.5 to 3.69 earn the award of cum laude and wear a maroon honor cord. With those candidates here today, stand and be recognized. Congratulations to these candidates who have received top awards today. You may be seated.
The diplomas will now be presented to graduates. They'll be awarded in the following order: doctorates, then masters and bachelors by school or college. We ask that you reserve your applause until all graduates in a particular degree have received their diplomas. We will now begin the hooding ceremony, offering special recognition for today's doctoral candidates. The hood is traditionally lined with the colors of the academic institution conferring the degree. Members of the graduating class wear hoods lined with Salisbury University's colors, maroon and gold. The edging or trim of the hood is a wide velvet band, the color of which indicates the academic area in which the degree is held. Candidates will be introduced by Dr. Clifton Griffin, Dean of the Graduate School. After hooding by their project mentors, candidates will continue across the stage to receive their diplomas. We will now recognize the recipients of the Doctor of Education degree in the Seidel School of Education. Please come forward to be hooded and receive your diplomas.
Haley Christia, Understanding Faculty Multimodal Literacy Practices, a case study of 2 post-secondary classrooms. Kirsten Gibson, Building Culturally Responsive Literacy Teachers, how I, as an elementary principal, used inquiry groups to support teachers. Amy Palmer, the co-design of inquiry-based writing professional learning. Gabrielle Remington, understanding adolescent male students' reader identities and engagement in reading intervention class. Oh, you got another one. I do. I got to share it. I wondered why she was looking at me. Jennifer Spivey, small things with great love, creating spaces for kindergarten writers through collaborative inquiry.
Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the Doctor of Education degree in the Seidel School of Education. Next, we recognize recipients of master's and bachelor's degrees in the College of Health and Human Services. Please come forward to receive your diplomas. And the master's candidates are
Haley Justine Allen. Mariela de los Angeles Alvarez Vargas. Nicole Faye Dungo Andaya. Tierra Natalie Austin. Sarah Ann Brush. Catherine Elizabeth Cleaver. Milka Dowdu. Helen Dean. Emily Caroline Devereux. Stephanie Maria Fierros. Miranda Nicole Frederick. Justina Montria Marie Gray. Glenda Xiomara Gutierrez. Madeline Marie Hancock. Erica Joanna Hernandez. Jayla Marissa Jones. Gabriela Eremachuca. Sydney Brianne McAnallen. Dacia Yvonne McDaniel. Sydney Alexis Myers. Maria Esther Pagan Toussaint. Taylor Nata Potter Miller. Joshua Probst. Sandra Dinora Salmarone. Joseph Henry Seminara. Tasia Monet Taylor Sledge. Samantha Ashley Troy. Jose Ritter Weedell. Letitia Denise Williams.
Next, our bachelor's candidates.
Alexandra Catherine Etling Barbosa, cum laude. Isabella Rose Bardini. Charles Edward Barley III. Joseph Matthew Bowers. Calvin Patrick Brandenburg. Anita Lenice Brown. Farron Camille Burns. Aristides Nicholas Churgut. Chihocho. Casey Lauren Clayland. Dylan James Click, summa cum laude. Ryan Scott Copen. Morgan Alexa Creed. Winfield Henry DeVerick. Johan C. Deonu. Colin Patrick Donahue. Benjamin Clark Dunlap. Alexander Michael Garvey, magna cum laude. Frank Joseph Gianetti. Diamond Amaya Hawkins. Bradley Thomas Hernandez, cum laude. Amani Mache Howard. Emma Christine Jennings. Zachary Thomas Johnson. Jalisa Nicole Jones, cum laude. Isabella Keith. Alexander Dmitriev Klabasco. Charles Henry Kanicki IV. Ryan Anthony Kramer. Allison Mackenzie Kren. Hallie Lee Lane. Caleb Sage Ledier. Jordan Daniel Libertin. Marley Brooke Lloyd. Peyton Hughes Martino. Lexi A. Mills. Haley Jordan Mulvena. Patrick James O'Halloran. Tori Rose Piatuska, magna cum laude. Bailey Marie Ridings. John Patrick Sales. James Edward Sanders. Trina Theola Savage Duffy. Dania L. Sawyer. Tabitha Weaver Seebach. Sydney Brooke Shapiro. Jacob Isaiah Shelton. Ariana Lorraine Smith, magna cum laude. Abigail Bridget Samansky. Sarah Turnus. Taylor Burke Thomas. Cameron Ann Wingate. Caroline Wolf.
Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the master's and bachelor's degrees in the College of Health and Human Services. Next, we recognize the recipients of bachelor's degrees in the Fulton School of Liberal Arts. Please come forward to receive your diplomas. In the bachelor's...
Hikmat Olamide Adelaja. Emily Elise Antal. Barbara Ayiram Atapoe. Serafina Caroline Barberio, cum laude. Andrew Michael Barbieri. Alexandria Grace Antoinette Barton, summa cum laude. Miles Morgan Blake, cum laude. Taylor Elizabeth Bowman. Jeremy Weston Boyden, magna cum laude. Alan Craig Brandenburg Jr., cum laude. Maya Lindsay Brannon. Mia Burns. Rachel G. Carbo. Megan Delaney Carroll. Jada Amari Sharon. King Kiwan Cleveland. Carlos Andres Coates. Zachary Thomas Conway. Gabriella Mary Cox. Justin Davis. Alexandra Pilar Delgado. Ethan Daniel Dolezal. Nolan Thomas Dyer. Elijah Alejandro Estevez. Jamira Monet Finney. Alexander Marshall Florenzo. Ryan James Fuss. Andrea Joanna Gerber. Travis Christopher Getz. Finn Edward Gibbs. Mason Christopher Goff. Maggie Rhiannon Gray, summa cum laude. Maxwell L. Gundling, cum laude.
Caroline Elizabeth Haig.
Imani Odell Hart. Kayla Hawkins. Amelia Elizabeth Hembling, cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Henson. Jacob George Humble. Nicholas Gare Johnson. Lucas Forrest Jones. Abigail Grace Lauer. Jackson Ellis Lane. Kate Elizabeth Lenkiewicz. Riley Grace Leonard. George Thomas Mack. Benjamin Alexander Malikin. John Paul Mandel. Blaine Davis Mariner. Anna Martindale. Madeline and Nicole Matere. Maya Melanie Nateki Mensa. Brittany N. Miller. Brittany N. Miller. Darren James Miller. Nathaniel Robert Miller. Julia Catherine Morellis. Elijah Isaiah Moorer. Colin Edward Mullaney. Ryan Michael Jaroge. Allison Grace Noetner.
Lauren Jennifer Partlow, magna cum laude, University Honors.
Waidehi Vipul Patel. Jessica Suzanne Patterson. Jimena Pedroza Acosta. Robert Allen Powell. Trevor Wade Pusey. Ashley Elizabeth Radler, summa cum laude. Parker Ann Reitnauer. Olivia Beryl Rose. Alyssa Kaylin Scott, cum laude. Michael James Segretti. Xavier Alexander Selva. Eden Ariana Silver. Thomas Lloyd Simpkins. Alexis J. Lee Sims. Gerald Tyler Sims. Braden Robert Smith, cum laude. Haley B. Snyder, cum laude. Wendy Kathleen Spellman. Nathan Andrew Stevens, cum laude. Caitlin Elizabeth Twardowski, summa cum laude. Anna Grace Tyler. James Vanker. Tierney Lachette Waters. Sydney Nicole Winecombe, summa cum laude. Lee Isabella Wexler. Tyler Christina Williams. Joyce Zhang, cum laude.
Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the bachelor's degrees in the Fulton School of Liberal Arts. Next, we recognize the master's and bachelor's degrees in the Henson School of Science and Technology. Please come forward to receive your diplomas. And the master's candidates are
Brianna Marie Esker. Kelly Michelle Mitzel. Trey Dakota Whalon.
the bachelor's candidates in the Henson School are
Evan Michael Allred. Reagan Elizabeth Engel, cum laude. Cole James Barbs, magna cum laude. Janae Alexandria Barbosa. Kendall Lauren Beecham. Ainsley Lynn Bissett, cum laude. Kobe Alexander Bradshaw, magna cum laude.
Olivia Renee Bragg, magna cum laude, University Honors.
Joshua T. Brull. Ayana Jasmine Brunson. Anna Lee Cordoval, summa cum laude. Shelby Marie Cullen, cum laude. Isaac Phineas Dugan, summa cum laude. Vincent Michael Feely. Reed Daniel Fraccaroli. Ian Stephen Hall. Burke Aiden Landon, cum laude. Anthony Von Mason, Jr. Naaman Lee Nay. Michael Tyrese Oliver. Anastasia Elizabeth Parks. Molly Marie Saller, cum laude. Benjamin Michael Schofield, summa cum laude. Samuel P. Slacum, Jr. China Renee Slaughter. Lauren Ashley Speck, magna cum laude. Ren Cypress Starling, cum laude. Grant Michael Steer. Mackenzie Grace Talent.
Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the master's and bachelor's degrees in the Henson School of Science and Technology. Next, we recognize the recipients of the master's and bachelor's degree in the Seidel School of Education. Please come forward to receive your diplomas. The master's candidates are
Christina Berdan.
Amanda Aaron Chu.
Drew David Lockacher. Lauren Elizabeth Weglars.
Next, the bachelor's candidates in the Seidel School are
Madeline Elizabeth Allingham. Kennedy Alexis Barrett. Sarah Brooke Barron. Emily Renee Bean, magna cum laude. Megan Grace Beck, magna cum laude. Samantha Lee Elizabeth Belcher, summa cum laude. Hannah E. Briggs, cum laude. Erica Lee Spry Chester Trader, summa cum laude. Ava Mac Constantino. Melanie Jewel Denis. Kendall Amari Dent. Dion Chanel Dixon. Michaela Faith Fells. Diane Marie Frumbach. Jamina Lakaa Green, summa cum laude. Amelia Elizabeth Hall. Helen Hall. Sadie Elise Hall, magna cum laude. Pashal Latrice Hardy, summa cum laude. Christina Danielle Harris. Emma Louise Kelly, summa cum laude.
Caroline Helene Komisarek, cum laude.
A.D. Landa, cum laude. Sophia Erlarea. Anne-Marie Lawson. Emily Grace Lucas. Emily Grace Lucas. Aaron Mitchell Miller, cum laude. Brianna Monique Moore, magna cum laude. Lauren Rachel Nagel, cum laude. Jessica Lynn Plumley, summa cum laude. Janae Nicole Pollock. Ashley Christine Price, summa cum laude. Chantel Yvette Purnell. Grace Ann Rail, summa cum laude. Anna Kathleen Rosinski, magna cum laude.
Get her back. She's Brianna.
Brianna Rose Scholes, cum laude. Tanya Glenise Scott, cum laude. Hannah Sherman, magna cum laude. Kendall Caitlin Smith. Tierra Shanice Tilgman. McKenna Elaine Truitt. Jessica Kendara Tyler, summa cum laude. Haley Marie Weber. Stephen Brian Webster Sr. Micah Whitman. Savon Anjay Whittington, cum laude. Carolyn Nicole Wilkins, magna cum laude. Amanda Willink, summa cum laude. Madison Grace Wright, summa cum laude. Bethany Lillian Ziegler.
We recognize the recipients of the master's and bachelor's degrees in the Seidel School of Education.
Mary Colleen McClernand. Rongshun Yan.
Congratulations. We jumped the gun a little bit. These are the graduates in the Purdue School of Business. Next, we have our bachelor's candidates in the Purdue School.
Victoria Lauren Allen, cum laude. Janelle Amber Armstrong. Connor C. Austin. Haley Austin. Sean William Barwick. Vincent Alexander Booth. Owen Keith Brewer Jr. Colin Patrick Burke, I. Ashley Marie Busher. Edward McLean Butler. Sean Cavanaugh. Joseph Scott Corbett. Aaron Lloyd Davis. Jeremy Francis Dietrich. Hayden Elliott Dowdle, summa cum laude. Dylan Ashton Drenner. Ryan Cameron Ennis. Ari Jacob Fisher. Adam Scott Freeman, magna cum laude. Cassidy Michelle Gibson. Julie Catherine Gravenor. Dylan Scott Green, summa cum laude. Magali Guzman Hernandez. Daniel Joseph Hasenpush. Brady John Hyges. Sierra Lynn Hogeson, magna cum laude. Christopher Ryan Hrones. Luis Arael Ibarra Martinez. Joseph Amadeo Inglisa. Daniel L. Inslee II. Gage Katzenell Hall. David Charles Marcel Kokora. Kayla Faith Kronberger. Christian Jonathan Layton. Brian Anthony Madera, cum laude. Mackenzie Elizabeth Martz. Isaiah James McLaughlin. James Ryan McNeely. Jarrett Reed Michael. Ashley Mackenzie Moran. Mark R. Ney. Amidat Sumibola Olaleya. Aiden Michael O'Rourke. Nicholas Ray Parsons. William R. Perkins. Connor Samuel Perry, magna cum laude. Josephine Ruth Pileggi. Walter Alton Rayleigh III. Stuart Vincent Rebar. Robert Allen Reckner. William Henry Schnakel. Matthew Sherman Seawright. Carson Lewis Simmons. Mason Aaron Sprenkle. Tyler Steven Stankowski. Jennifer Stewart, cum laude. Gabriel Thomas Stinchcomb, cum laude. Jacob Terzano. Hunter Brandon Ryan Trovato. Lydia Vanicki. Dylan Christopher Wassef. Ryan Ashton Weissman. Deasia Celeste Wilson. Timothy Patrick Wolf. Brady David Young. Brianna Page Urek.
Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the master's and bachelor's degrees in the Purdue School of Business.
And now, degrees will be conferred. At this time, I recognize the Interim Dean of the College of Health and Human Services, Dr. Michael Scott.
In the College of Health and Human Services, will the candidates for the degrees of Master of Science in Nursing, Master of Social Work, Bachelor of Arts in Social Work, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing, please rise and remain standing. Dr. Lepre, the candidates before you have had the opportunity to complete their programs of study and are recommended by the faculty for degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Maryland, I hereby confer upon each degree candidate, together with their fellows in absentia, who have been certified by the faculty as having successfully completed the prescribed requirements for the Master of Science, the Master of Science in Nursing, the Master of Social Work, the Bachelor of Arts in Social Work, the Bachelor of Science, and the Bachelor of Science in Nursing in the College of Health and Human Services, the degrees for which they are eligible, with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations. You may be seated. I recognize the Dean of the Charles R. and Martha N. Fulton School of Liberal Arts, Dr. Martin Paraboom.
In the Fulton School of Liberal Arts, will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science please rise and remain standing? Dr. Lepre, the candidates before you have had the opportunity to complete their programs of study and are recommended by the faculty for degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Maryland, I hereby confer upon those of you who have completed the requirements the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science in the Fulton School of Liberal Arts, with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations. You may be seated. I now recognize the Dean of the Richard A. Henson School of Science and Technology, Dr. Michael Scott.
In the Richard A. Henson School of Science and Technology, will the candidates for the degrees of Master of Science and Bachelor of Science please rise and remain standing? Dr. Lepre, the candidates before you have had the opportunity to complete their programs of study and are recommended by the faculty for degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Maryland, I hereby confer upon those of you who have completed your requirements the degrees of Master of Science and Bachelor of Science in the Henson School of Science and Technology with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations. You may be seated. I recognize the Dean of the Samuel W. and Marilyn C. Seidel School of Education, Dr. Lori Henry.
In the Seidel School of Education, will the candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Education, Master of Education, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelor of Science please rise and remain standing? President Lepre, the candidates before you have had the opportunity to complete their program of study and are recommended by the faculty for degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Maryland, I hereby confer upon those of you who have completed the requirements the degrees of Doctor of Education, Master of Education, Bachelor of Art, and Bachelor of Science in the Seidel School of Education with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations. You may be seated. I recognize the Dean of the Franklin P. Purdue School of Business, Dr. Christy Weir.
In the Franklin P. Purdue School of Business, will the candidates for the degrees of Master of Business Administration, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelor of Science please rise and remain standing? Dr. Lepre, the candidates before you have had the opportunity to complete their programs of study and are recommended by the faculty for degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Maryland, I hereby confer upon each degree candidate who have completed the prescribed requirements for the degrees of Master of Business Administration, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelor of Science in the Purdue School of Business, the degrees for which they are eligible, with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations. You may be seated. How about one more round of applause for all of our phenomenal graduates? Graduates, it is a great honor to have conferred to you your degrees today in acknowledgement of your intellect, creativity, and perseverance. Our bachelor's degree recipients now have one final rite of passage, the turning of the tassel. This symbolizes the transition from candidate to graduate. So I now ask that all bachelor's degree recipients to stand, and you will move your tassel from the right to the left, signifying that you have earned your baccalaureate degree. Congratulations. Thank you, graduates. You may be seated. Graduates, as you take your place, joining thousands of proud SU alumni, I wish you congratulations and best wishes for good health, great happiness, and future successes. So come back soon, visit often, continue to support your alma mater so future generations have the opportunities that you did, and always remember, go Gulls! At this time, will the audience please rise and join in our singing of the alma mater? We ask that members of the audience please remain in place until after the recessional. The platform party will recess first, followed by the faculty and then the graduates. The words of the alma mater can be found on the inside front cover of your program. But before we do this, may we also have a round of applause for our Salisbury University Brass Ensemble, conducted today by Dr. Dennis Sinkbeal and our vocalist, Hunter Ness.
Standing wise and stately, we dedicate our song to thee. A song of praise, a song of deep devotion, a song of love and endless loyalty. Salisbury University, our motto. Thy portals stand an open door. Oh, we shall love thy name
Thank you.